Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our For Queen and Country series. We have a beachhead established in France. The walls are a long way away. Is there a way we can make that better? No, there's not, because we only have one citizen. And there's no real... Yeah, there's actually not any real production around this town. The beachhead is really not the best, to tell you the truth. But anyway, we've established a beachhead in France. Protestantism is spreading through England. Not through our doing, but through Norway's. Thanks for that, Norway. Appreciate it. Now, we also have a bit of a... Last I checked, we also have a bit of a Buddhism problem. So we need to keep an eye on that. Because France is Buddhist and they're starting to spread their religion to us. One thing I want to go ahead and do is we're going to bring our military units down into France. Which will probably be seen as a provocative move. I'm also going to go ahead and bring this galley down here as well. But it's just occurred to me that France... I can't see very far into France, so they could very well be a lot closer to being able to attack St. Nazaire's before it's ready. Technically, it's not going to be ready for 37 freaking turns. Now, when the city grows in 9 turns, it'll be a little bit better. But I need to get some units down there to defend this city. It's badly needed.
We can no more have exact religious thinking without theology than exact mensuration and astronomy without mathematics, or exact iron making without chemistry.
Okay, so now I have access to the temple. Which policy did we just get? Okay. Now... we're making a good amount of money, so conscription... I might take on bastions as soon as I have a better government. Yeah, I'll keep those policies as they are right now. Choose civic. Let's go ahead and move toward... Yep, civil service. We want to move towards theocracy, mainly. That's always a great one to have. Now, envoy-wise... Ooh, Vilnius is the opportunity there. Let's go ahead and get some additional... culture points. I think that's a culture bonus from, yep, theater squares. Alright, just trying to move as many of these military units down as I can. Okay, what about going this way? Oh, we're stuck. Okay. We're going to have to go down this direction to get back to the coast of Africa. So I guess, if those borders have locked us in there, we can't go any farther that way, not while we don't have deep sea sailing explored. So we'll have that pretty soon. It's 1110 AD. We're in the medieval era. We got to the medieval era a little bit late. Let's go ahead and land that unit. Land that one. What would be the best place to have this unit defensively? I think I'm going to bring him back here. Because then anything attacking him from across these squares would take a penalty because of the river. And he could defend here, and the archers could also fire on anything that came down here. So, might be a slightly better position. Okay, interesting. St. Nazaire's has been converted to Buddhism, so France is starting to get aggressive with their religion, which I don't like. Protestantism has some pretty nice bonuses. Let's see, let's go ahead and purchase... Ooh, yeah, let's purchase the amphitheater. Absolutely. Now, I could work towards the temple, which is going to give us access to the meeting house, which is a production bonus. So that's the obvious one. It's going to take 7 turns, but still. London is not production focused right now. But switching to production focus gives us a few extra turns. So why don't we do that? Exeter's not growing, so we need to take it off of production focus. And Leicesters building a settler. Ideally, I would actually like to put that second settler down here. Settle Bordeaux with that. But we'll see. Alright, let's put these swordsmen up on a hill. Obvious reasons. then we'll just have some of these units. Okay, yeah, we're going to put our galley right there. I think the galley might be able to fire on units on land. That's not something I've done often, but we should be able to. Let's put you on alert. Now... Okay, next turn. Yeah, our borders are touching. I strongly suspect Catherine is not happy with me. We need to get units down into position. We also will have archery. We'll have crossbowmen in 3 turns. We're going to have machinery researched. Actually, no. I need to have those. I need to keep them on that hill, and this archer maybe can come. We've got some interesting choices. Let's go ahead and just put this galley to sleep. Interesting. I thought we could get around down there. Ooh, crap. France wants a joint war with Philip. No. Oh, that could be bad. Yeah, they have some military units on my border as well. So that might make them unhappy. That would be highly unfortunate. Should I have the swordsmen on the hill or the archers on the hill? That's the question. The archers... I really wish that warrior wasn't right there, but okay. Alright, we're going to put the swordsman on the hill. Going to move these archers down here. I got a bad feeling now. Catherine's not going to be happy that I turned that deal down. We need units. Catapult in 11 turns. Let's go ahead and do a catapult. Put you on alert. Escort formation. Put you on alert. Put you on alert. Didn't we just have this conversation? Skip turn. Okay, Catherine has officially denounced us. Your income is too low. Right, okay. So if our income is too low, we must not be doing as well relative to the other civilizations income-wise, which I know we're not tech-wise, but we must not be keeping up in other ways. Given the start that I had, I feel like I've done just about everything
I'd
I can.
imagine the whole world as one big machine. Machines never come with any spare parts, you know. They always come with the exact amount they need.
So, which is to say, lots and lots of spare parts. Okay, so I do want to have these archers across the river there. And we're going to position those units there, just defensively speaking. An unmet player has finished building Mahabodhi Temple, and someone's built the pyramids. That's nice. Can I make those go away? No, of course. I can never make them completely go away. It's an issue with Civ 6's notifications. They stay on the screen. You would think they'd fix that before launch, but they didn't. Anyway, let's go ahead and go for... Let's go for education, because we've already got the boost, and having access to better technology while we are preparing for war, I mean, can never be a bad thing. Oh, crap.
Non siate sorpreso. Se non v'accorgeste di quanto stava per accadere,
Crap.
siete invero un folle.
This is what I was afraid of. Okay, so that did not go according to plan. Catherine is now at war with us, and we're not going to have walls in St. Nazaire for 30 turns. Like, the city is going to be really hard to defend. Now, thankfully, we just got crossbowmen, so we can upgrade these guys, right? In the most recent patch, they made upgrading some of the first upgrades cheaper. What? That is some crap. Wow, okay. Right, we're going to put this unit right there as planned. We're going to have them fortify. Wow! 305 gold. I did not expect that. Oh man, they've got a great general in place. These guys are going to be in trouble. If they survive, I'll be impressed. If they do survive, I can promote them, which is nice. Ah, Sparta. They want one of my iron. They're going to give me gold per turn. Yes, please. I need gold. Thank you. I need all the gold you can give me. Oh man, this sucks. Okay, now I can fire on some of these units. And I probably should fire on the strongest. I shouldn't attack across that river. I'm just going to take up a defensive position there. Now, Leicester. Alright, they're still Protestant. So is... Oh, London's not anymore. Crap. So I guess Buddhism really is spreading quickly. Yeah, we've got 3 followers. Wait, is there a missionary nearby? What's going on there? Alright, tell you what. We need to go ahead and get Protestant missionaries in the region while I can. Oh yeah, I need to move the settler. Okay, well, it's not really safe to start another city down here. Maybe I should, just to make them divide their attention. I don't know, it would take how many turns? 10 turns to get down there? I'm not optimistic about this. I don't mean to be too pessimist, but I'm going to settle up here. I'm going to keep building up our islands up here, because we weren't ready for this war. And I don't know that this is going to go well. Alright, Leicester. We need crossbowmen. Need as many crossbowmen as you can give us. Okay, now... Yeah, see, I can't make this go away. I can't. It's so stupid. Alright, next turn... They're going straight for the archers. Which isn't surprising. Nice! A little bit of damage there. They withdrew the knight. Oh man, these guys are taking a lot of hits. I could switch these 2 units' positions. Potentially. But the knight would probably still eliminate. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this unit there. We're going to take this archer. Actually, I can upgrade this unit. Crap. Well, I'd rather upgrade the one in St. Nazaire. This is rough. Oh, this archer can't even reach any targets. Not even from here. Because of the hill. That's unfortunate. So they're useless at the moment. But if they move any closer, we'll be in better shape. Okay, London. You know what? We also need military units badly. Let's go ahead and go for a swordsman in London. Gonna take 6 turns. Exeter, same... Well, it's actually substantially longer to make units here. I could go for a spearman. Yeah, let's go for a spearman, since they are attacking with so many religious units. Or, religious units, I'm thinking religion on account of this stuff. Since they're attacking with so many horsemen. You knew what I was trying to say. Even if I didn't. Okay, those archers might be about to bite the dust. These guys might come across... Yep. Oh, they just got promoted, too. That sucks. Well, at least they took 1 horse down. That was a nice little coup. Okay, now this is a level 2 swordsman unit. They should be able to do some pretty substantial damage. And just like I was hoping, they did in fact move this knight closer. So let's go ahead and do a little damage with our archers. Again, we want to try and level these units up. Good! That's exactly what I wanted. Now, let's... We've got lots of different options here. We could eliminate these horsemen. We could weaken these. These crossbowmen came along at a good time. They're expensive as hell. but at least they're able to hold their own. Let's go ahead and have these guys fortified. They need to heal up. Let's have... You know what? I could attack. These would be major victories in both cases. I'm just going to fortify, because we'll do more damage that way, or at least it'll be harder to hurt us. It'll make things a little bit more challenging for France. Alright, Protestantism has been reintroduced there. And to London. Very good. They didn't make any moves. They did not make any moves. That's crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and give them volley. Because that's what's needed. My mind is blown. Why didn't they make any moves? Alright. Let's go ahead and attack the strongest. Maybe because they feel like the city's too well defended? Maybe? Can we put you on production focus? Would that help at all? No, it wouldn't. Of course it wouldn't. Alright, now we need to go ahead and just keep using our missionaries here. Also, actually no, I'm going to send this missionary up to Edinburgh for obvious reasons. London, however, is going to get some additional love. We want that to be a strong Protestant center. It's so funny that Norway gave us our natural religion that we should have. Okay, that's their knight again. Oh no, don't kill the archer. Don't. Okay, good. I would have been so mad. So now we have some Catholic missionaries. The Germans are Catholic.
It's all papers and forms. The entire civil service is like a fortress made of papers, forms, and red tape.
All right. No policies that I want to adopt just yet from that. Let's go ahead and go for divine right so we can have monarchy unlocked. Monarchy is a military-heavy government type, which, given my current predicament, might be the way to go. It would count as a major defeat if I did this. Let me just go ahead and fortify up. I'm going to finish off those guys out in the water, just so they no longer pose a threat. Say goodnight to those guys. Alright, now we still have a missionary. Yep, we're going to keep pouring Protestantism into London. And then up here, it's time to make Exeter... not quite. Maybe, do we have one more charge? Yes, we do. One more and it should be Protestant. I'm going to send you that way. And No! We're going to lose that level 1 archer. Son of a... Ooh, Catherine, I cannot wait to kick your ass. She has just made herself absolutely dead to me. I really needed all of my units to survive, if possible. Because we not only lost an archer, we lost a siege tower. Major defeat, huh? That's some crap. Alright, fine, let's have them fortify, because apparently they're not strong enough to take these guys on. Now, what would be the best unit to fire on? Probably the knight. Yeah, screw it. Let's attack the knight. Let's have you fortify, because they can't stand up to you. Yeah, these fortified units are holding their own, so we need to keep doing that. Inverness, what do you need? You need a builder, honestly. There's not a lot around you that I've set up. We've got some barbarians nearby, so we also need to be able to defend Inverness. But let's go ahead and go for the builder. And just be careful. Edinburgh is Protestant. Very good. One more religious center. Now let's go to the next turn. Oh no, their knight just leveled up. Of course it did. Of course it frickin' did. Okay, so now, I still have plenty of iron. Got lots of it, so I'm getting more gold per turn, this time from Scythia. I'll take it. These other empires are going to help finance our war with France. I will not complain. Alright, once again, they make 0 moves, which gives me an opportunity to... Tell you what, I'm actually going to... Because they're being timid, I'm going to take this opportunity to hit their swordsmen here. Good, promotion available. That's exactly what I wanted. I should be able to get them garrisoned now. I'm going to keep these guys fortified, because that seems to be working. We're going to settle here. Wexford has been founded. Let's go ahead and... I'm just going to go for monuments. Major defeat. Keep you fortified then. It's the best way to have them survive. I'm interested... I'm just fascinated that there have been so many turns. Okay, they are officially attacking the city now, which... That's going to do a lot of damage to them. If I can just hold for 17 turns, then I'll have walls, and the beachhead will be established. That's a big if, though. Alright, we are officially Catholic now. What are the benefits? All wonders provide +4 faith. All world wonders provide +4. Construction of synagogues. Okay, what have we got? See, I want to upgrade you because of garrison. And I should, probably. Yeah, actually I should right now. This is my best opportunity to do it because the city's relatively well defended. Yeah, I'm just going to keep everything as it is. They're not doing enough damage to me as they currently are. This meeting house is a little bit too expensive for me to buy outright, but I'm going to go for it. And we're going to get this unit down there to help out. No, I don't want to go to war with Arabia. That's what happens when you click willy-nilly on the fog. Right. We're almost to 1300 AD. And once again, it looks like they're not going to make any moves. If that's the case, they've got St. Nazaire's under siege, which is bad. But now we have a crossbowman with garrison set up, which is going to make it a lot easier to do a ton of damage to these units. Yeah, see, look at how much damage we're now doing to them. I can also get their great general right now. Goodbye. That was incredibly stupid. All right, let's go ahead and do some damage to their strongest unit, which is nearby. Let's have a little combat with these guys to say hello. All right, Edinburgh. We do need the amphitheater. We need a little bit more in civics points, so that would be good. Yeah, let's go for that. Also, our catapult's ready, which is quite nice. Let's get you down here. I'm going to order you into those woods, as far away from the city as possible. Okay, now they have a catapult in play. I was waiting for that. St. Nazaire's is no longer under siege, though, and we have 15 turns that we need to hold out. Where did they attack from? Ah, Catherine wants peace. Ooh, and they're going to pay me a lot for it, too. Well, not a lot, but... You know what? I'm going to take this deal. I'm going to take it. We did some damage. We got some experience. My pride is hurt a little bit because I wanted to kick their asses, but now this gives us a chance to regroup, get a stronger army down in there. We've got a very, very powerful garrison unit in place. Hopefully 15 turns will pass before the next war, and we might be able to settle Bordeaux as planned. So things are starting to look better. Alright, this crossbowman just needs to go on alert. You need to come down here. I think killing that great general is what made him go, oh crap. I don't know why they left that unit undefended. That was not smart thinking on the AI's part. Not that we're surprised, given the current state of the Civ 6 AI. But still. Oh, they've got another one. Interesting. So maybe that wasn't what did it, because if they have another one, then they have no reason to be worried. But they have a lot of strong units nearby. They are prepared to hit me hard. But I'm going to settle Bordeaux and give them 2 cities to attack.
It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it.
Indeed. Alright, so... let's... You know what? I'm going to go for printing press. We need to build 2 universities to get there. But if I can get to printing press and to the Forbidden City first, that's a huge bonus for winning the game. I'm going to try and go for it. Or a bonus that could help with winning the game. Let's put another envoy into Carthage. And this trader... Oh yeah, that's right. Tell you what, we need to set you up in Inverness. And we're going to have Inverness do the same route you were doing for a little while there. Hang out. Okay, on that note, we are 25 minutes in. I will go ahead and cut this one here. In the next one, I think it's pretty clear what we need to do. I do want to go ahead and settle Bordeaux if I can. I don't know that I'll do that in one episode, but I'm going to try. They have St. Nazaire surrounded, but once I'm healed up, my ability to defend this city is going to be substantially better. Because this crossbowman is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and he's going to be gaining tons of experience from being the one ranged unit defending against so many powerful other units. So it should be an interesting war to watch, especially if I can get an additional city founded, because then we're going to force them to split their attention between 2 targets, which could give us an opening to start moving into their territory. So far, France has me back on my heels, but that went well. I'm patting myself on the back a little bit, though, I'm not going to lie. When I loaded up the episode, I was just looking at St. Nazaire's. I was looking at how close their borders were, and I was like, I probably don't have enough units down there. It was just... Yeah. So, that... If I hadn't done that, this probably would have gone very, very differently. And I would not be looking at as rosy of a situation as we are right now, which, if you can call this rosy. But anyway, we're, of course, on half schedule at the moment. So the next episode of... well, for those of you in the backlog, you can just watch whatever you want. But... the next episode of For Queen and Country is going to air in 2 days. But next Monday we will go back to normal schedule. For those of you who are newer to the channel, normally historical and grand strategy content runs every day at noon Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.